Hello. We have captured the other dimension, and I've been sharing a few videos lately of the other dimension that can be seen in the sky, and it's quite different than what I imagined. It's really not like the movies. It's not. It's like a totally different world in some instances that is quite hard to believe unless you look for it and you document it and you study it. So I think it's very fascinating. I think it's very interesting. And I'm just happy and excited, and like other people, when you get your camera out and you capture something that is pretty amazing, that you never even entertained that you thought you would even catch. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to come over here and click on this channel right here. Okay, I think we've got it. Applebrook, honey, you are a lone rider. Oh my goodness, Elizabeth, you have joined Applebrooks. That's wonderful. I do believe that the comments are being suppressed for quite some time by something, but that's all right. It really is. In the big scope of life, it still doesn't stop information from being shared and documentation. And I've shared some of these images before. But since I'm on a row, we're on a row, you all. We gotta look at that other dimension. That's literally, I bet I have another dimension right here in front of me. If the veil was gone, I'd be able to step right into it, just like you. You'd be able to step right into the other dimension. You would be able to see the other dimension. But as it is now, it's only in certain situations, circumstances, that really happens to an ordinary person like me and like you. Yeah, so let's get over here. I want to show you this. So I've shared this from a friend in Argentina, and it really does. It shows what's up there in the... Whoopsie! This shows what really is up there in the sky. And it really is. It's like what we saw this morning. It's like what we saw this morning. Let me flip this over, if I can zoom up really fast here on these screenshots, because I think it's one and the same. I really do. And it's mind-boggling. It is absolutely mind-boggling to see stuff like this. Let me see if I can get over to some of it, you all. I know that we've already looked at some of it. Here's the screen that I'm looking at. Here's the screen. And you can see some of these shapes right here. You can see them. Okay, so we've got these shapes right here. And I hope this is all right. This is the inverted mode. And then, we come over here and we, whoopsie, this better not go out on me again. And then we got this. Okay, it's practically the same shape. But then we get over to something like this that I captured from the other dimension. Now, I know you can see the face. It's kind of hard not to see it. It really is. It's kind of hard not to see it. And this being does not look like us. It doesn't. And that's okay. It doesn't look like it's upset. I don't really get that feeling. I don't. Good evening, Susan B. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I don't really get that feeling at all. And then if I had to replicate this, there is no way I would be able to do this. There is absolutely no way. I could not even tell you how I even captured it. I think I was only thing I can say is I was using my, I don't even know if it was my iPhone 8 or my iPhone 6 when I captured it with my clip-on lens. It was something. I don't even know how it happened, to tell you that, to be quite honest. I don't know how it happened, but it's there. You can even see the pupil of the eye of the being, and it does look like kind of reptilian-like or something like that. Hello. Thank you for joining. If you're just tuning in, I wanted to share a little bit more of the dimensions since we're on these dimensions. And it's all right. So look at this. So this is like it's like a city in the sky. And this was in the eastern sky. And you know, after we get through looking at this, I'm just going to play the video that I uploaded to the YouTube, because I am talking in it and I couldn't tell you what I said in it, but I'm going to let the video play that I have uploaded to the YouTube, and it is private. I did not make it public, but we're going to watch it since you all are here, because there's something really fascinating going on. And this world that we live in, it's not really all there is to it. It's not all there is to it. It can't possibly be. It cannot possibly be. Let me put this to me, and I'm going to come over here to the YouTube. Hello. We're going to come to the YouTube is what we're going to do. So let me get over here, because I'm going to push the video that I've got on here. And I'm going to play it. Is what I'm going to do. I am going to play this video. It's right here. And I hope you all will be able to hear it. I hope I don't have the captions on this right here video that I'm going to show. It does have closed caption if I make it public, because it's only 7 minutes long, but I'm narrating it, so I do want to play it. I tapped into the other dimension, and I think it's quite clear what we see right here. It is an interdimensional being that is right here. I also just now noticed when I took this picture of the two suns, when I zoomed up underneath, look, there is also another being in the sky, in the clouds. And you can see that it's not alone. There are also perfect square openings right by it. I never noticed this until this very moment in time, what was underneath the image of the two suns. I guess it was not that time to reveal it, but it is now. You can see it's undeniable what we're looking at. It really is. Our world, there's so much more to it. And this kind of looks like a reptilian head. Kinda. I can't tell what the mouth looks like. I really can't at this moment. But it doesn't matter, because what we're seeing here is literally unprecedented. It's unprecedented. We're looking at another image with a different filter on it. And I took these myself. How could we be so blind and so close-minded as a race of beings to think that we were the only species that ever existed? How could anyone, after looking at these images, think anything different? I hope you can see what I see. And what I see right here is like, this is the head right here, if you can see the head. And this would be an eye on the side. An eye on the side, like the upper bone structure of the head, and something protruding out right here. I thought this was like a reptile like being, something similar to that, the head of one right here. That's what I said. And this square right here. And of course there's other beings in here. That's what I was talking about, if you hadn't seen that. It took me a while before I even noticed with these two sun that there was even this mothership. I didn't notice that till last year. And now, I'm just now drawn back to that photo, and I'm seeing this right here in the clouds. This is the image right here. So they are interdimensional beings, and they don't look like us. That very image was captured right here in this photo that I took. And it was in the eastern sky. I was using my lens, trying to capture something that was out there. And I did. I would have never dreamed I would have captured this interdimensional being. I also, interdimensional being that was out there. And I did. I would have never dreamed I would have captured this interdimensional being. I also captured what appears to be a city from another realm. Right here in our realm, but I was able to capture it behind the veil. It's like the veil was dropped for a moment in time. Just for a moment in time. You can see the sun. It was in the eastern sky. It's absolutely remarkable. It really is. And it's so fascinating. Extremely. Wait a minute. Is this the curvature of a large planet that we see here? Is it? I'm not sure if it is or if it isn't, but I literally took a picture of the other realm, the other dimension, and it's absolutely fascinating and remarkable. So when they talk about cities in the sky, they do exist. They do exist. There are other realms, other dimensions, other worlds. Other worlds, other beings. This was shared. I took a screenshot from my Facebook page when I shared that. It's remarkable. I also captured this. I think this one was last year. The other dimension. Just think, I never even noticed what was underneath these two suns in this massive mothership. Never noticed it until now. And as I'm looking at it right now, I literally see the outline of a massive red object going down from the
colored second sun going around. I can literally see the curvature of it now. I can see it.
This is what I'm talking about. I can see the outline of a massive red object, round object, going like that, and I never did see that before either.
Wow. It's behind all three of them. This image was taken in 2018 when I first began. It was around June, July. Look at that. So I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video right here. I really do. And for sticking around and being curious enough to see what was shared. Are we the only species? No, we're not. And you know something? I don't think we ever have been. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you.
So those were pictures that I took with my iPhone, and this one right here is really what I started off taking. I was documenting this, and it's really one of my favorite pictures. But it wasn't till really last year that I noticed there was a great big massive mothership or something back there. And then today, this right here looks like a massive red planetary like object back there, and then the beings in the clouds down here. So you know, it's all really fascinating, every single bit of it. How somebody could really possibly think that we literally are the only species is mind-boggling, mind-boggling. Now, I've never thought that we were the only species, even since I was little. But I never dreamed I would see images like this. I never did. And you know, this being may look reptilian, but what if it's a different species other than that? What if it is? You want a coffee table book? Oh my goodness, you all. Yeah. It's so interesting. And let's look over here too. Where is that picture at? See, this is what that picture looked like. Right here at a distance. If I can even get to it at a distance. Let me pause this, you all. I'm going to try to get to it. So it's right here. I would have never, ever, ever seen it right there. I would have never seen it, but I saw it. Is what I saw. And like this city in the sky. Would have never seen it at all. I only saw it that one time. Just that one time. And that was it. It was totally it, just that one time. So I'm just going to put this back to me. And I do have that as a private video on my channel. And if you want that video itself to watch, it's the full video. It's 7 minutes and 46 seconds. I can turn that one itself, that also, to public, so you all can watch that and see the pictures without me talking back and forth like this. It's a shorter version, and you can just go straight to those and see it yourself. If you would like that, I can just make that one public, but I wanted to keep it private so I could show it during this live I was going to say live interview, but this isn't an interview, or is it? Is it? Yeah. You know, as far as we know, we could have interdimensional beings watching us right now. I'm sure they are, and listening, is what I'm sure of. Yeah. You when you say make a book, you're talking, that's an enormous, massive task, and I don't have that kind of time on my hand. I don't. I really don't. I know that there have been people who have literally downloaded every single picture that I have ever shared on the Facebook, and it's probably been around 20,000 pictures. They've downloaded every single picture of mine, and then some in the beginning passed them off as theirs, which I didn't like. I didn't like that. Don't take credit for someone else's work. Yeah. So yeah, that would be a massive undertaking. It would be, and I don't have that time on this earth to do that. I don't. What's oh, excuse me, you all. Yeah. So I'm going to ask again. Well, there is a scripture that says, I go away, or in my Father's house there are many mansions. If it weren't true, I would not have told you so. And he says, when I go away to prepare a place for you, and if I go away, I will come back and get you. I'm sure people have heard those words, remembers them. Yeah. So how could there be many mansions unless there was an other world, an other dimension? That's what I say. And we're looking at one of them, of course, over here, and certain different types of beings, okay? Different types of beings in the world. Yes, that's right. No, I can't tag every photo. I can't tag every photo and copyright every photo. It's just like intellectual property is what you can look at it as, intellectual property. And with today's technology, that technology can trace every single thing that has been uploaded and the origin of that upload and where it was taken. So that's how advanced and how meticulous technology is. It can find the source of every single thing that's put out there. Yeah. So let me do this, you all. I'm not going to be on here long because you know what? Because I want to probably I might do another live webcam tonight. So let me put this to the screen. If you all want me to turn this video right here to public, it's right now private. It's right here private. It's titled "We've Captured the Other Dimension," and it's 7 minutes and 45 seconds long. It just shows all the pictures without any interruption. If you want me to make it public, I will make it public. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it as private. So if you can respond in this comment section, that would be great. Yeah. Kenneth, the pictures were given to me to share. That's how I look at it. Yeah. And it's okay. It really is. It's okay. So I know that this is lagging behind this video. You make it public. Thank you, Apple Brooks Honey, for speaking up. Yeah, that will be absolutely perfect. Yeah. Well, I am going to go, you all. This is a short video. But I want to thank you all for being on here, taking time out of your day. And if you hadn't checked out that other video that I uploaded from my friend, in Argentina. It's really cool. It's so cool. I love it. And that's even with me being shadow banned on the Facebook. She managed to a closer look at the alien life forms in the sky. She managed to share her photo that she had taken, and she didn't know what to think. But when I saw it, I thought, now wait a minute, that's what I'm focusing on right now. So if you haven't checked that out, that's pretty cool too. It is. I am going to go, so thank you all for taking time out to watch this video. And with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you, and thank you so much for being here. And thank you for having an open mind. And it's interesting what we're learning. I know I'm very interested, and it's very fascinating. I'm thankful. I know a lot more now than I knew about this since I was born. So it's like a crash course. It really is. Thank you, moderators, for all that you do. And have a wonderful rest of your evening. And I might see you later. I can't promise it, but I might. Love you.